Melvin's monography. 10. When love doesn't sell. Lay pastors love their assigned people by being there for them and caring about them. But as every love knows, love requires both a give and receive. So what are you to do when the giver gives, but the receiver doesn't receive it? Or at best, when the receiver is polite but indifferent to your initiative. Loving a non-receiver raises 6 hard questions. How do you handle rejection? How do you react to indifference? How do you do with the cold shoulders? How long can you last in a one-sided relationship? How can you care for a person who doesn't care about you? Why continue loving when loving doesn't sell? Lay pastors are not the only ones struggling with these hard questions. America's largest retailer, Walmart, has struggled with them since entering the German market in 1997. Their bottom line in Germany is showing a loss of between $200 million and $300 million a year. Such a loss pressures them to find a way around the potential shoppers' resistance. What does a corporation do about its bottom line in a market in which its friendly and helpful service doesn't sell? What does a lay pastor's ministry do about its bottom line when a service not loving them doesn't sell? To have a successful bottom line love received, the lay pastors must also, like Walmart, find a way around people's resistance. What can we learn from Walmart's talent in Germany that is useful to lay pastor? The one who said, "My kingdom is not of this world," commended the people of this world as being more shrewd than the people of the light. Luke 16:8. Jesus incites a certain Mandela to use Walmart's strategy to fulfill his assignment to us. Take care of my sheep, John 21:16. So let's see what we can learn. Number 1, cultural differences. It's the first entry to our learning list. German resistance has nothing to do with Walmart merchandise, but everything to do with Walmart's corporate culture of friendliness and helpfulness. Simply state the root of the problem in German shopping culture versus Walmart business culture. The German shopping culture is entrenched and conservative. People are used to things the way they are. To them, Walmart friendliness culture smells like a sales pitch. Helpfulness feels intrusive. As a rule, they don't like it when other people touch their things. Specifically, Walmart corporate culture of friendliness and helpfulness produce culture shock for prospective German customers. In America, this same corporate culture produced great success. The night Louis the Foreign Service described the surprise reaction like this. Grumpy to the shoppers cold when employees greeted them in the aisles. Customers used to find themselves rigid when cashiers tried to pack their purchase in free plastic bags. The marriage of American hominins and the German protectionists has been lacking so far for Walmart. This cultural conflict is causing more than financial losses. It is also triggering governmental institution intrusion and union and material supplies problem and the downsizing of their expansion plans. The clash between Walmart business culture and the German shopping culture helps lay pastors there why some church members resist their carrying initiative. Open resistance is due to the cultural clash between belief in pastoral care by lay people and the congregation deeply entrenched belief in pastoral care by clergy only. What about resistance in congregations which believe in lay ministry? In church where lay pastoral care is widely accepted, resistance can do church's member individual culture. He or she has not yet, but into the ministry of culture of lay pastoral care. To say plainly, resistance is due to traditional culture versus the biblical culture. The appeared in 1 Peter 5:1-4, ordinary people to be shepherds of God's flock, versus the centuries-old belief that only ordained college qualified. 2. Shred strategy is the second entry to our learning list. Walmart is moving ahead on 3 shred strategy tracks: assessment, evaluation, and studying the German culture. First track, they are assessing the situation. We have a social problem, not a service problem, one of their consultants said. She attributed the trouble to the social revolution of the late 1960s when politeness was deemed a burglarious remedy. This is the root of cashiers scrolling the customers, even ignoring them. Shoppers perceive friendliness as a hypocrisy or caring favor. They don't trust the human warmth in business. Lay pastors assessing the flash situation can know it like a social problem, not a service problem. In other words, it is a cultural problem, not a lay pastoral problem. And especially, it is not the fault of the lay pastor. I emphasize this latter point that it's not the fault of the lay pastor, because many lay pastors rush to judgment in blaming themselves when they are not accepted. They hastily conclude that religious would respond for favor to another person, that they themselves are deficient. The problem is ordinarily not with the giver, but with the receiver. Second track, they are evaluating what they are doing. We screwed up in Germany. Walmart International head John Mencher told the Economist magazine. They identified the errors and admitted to them. For example, they slapped their logo on the new stores and imported the practice that had made the worldwide retailers assess. But Germany was not impressed. Walmart assumptions were wrong. Service wasn't selling. It is imperative that lay pastors and the leaders evaluate what they are doing, how well they are doing, what they are doing, how what they are doing is being received, and why they are doing what they are doing. When we call for say we screwed up or biggest mistake, then proceed to learn from the mistakes. Third trick, they are studying German shopping culture so that they can adapt to change it. Walmart is on this track as January 2002. At the present, it is a work in process. They work hard out for them, and they are committed to meeting the challenge with success rather than give up and abandon their mission. When love doesn't solve, what do you do? Back out? Firstly, assume that some people don't need a lay pastor. Only care about those who makes it known they want a lay pastor. With the ministry, our Lord encourages us who are people of lightning to be the shred of people of the world, not by dropping out, but by assessing, evaluating, studying, and continuing to love even though the receiver doesn't receive, until we can find ways to adapt to or change to culture as Christ's servant. Let's be like him by loving even when love doesn't serve. When doesn't love serve? When love doesn't sell. So we have to think cultural differences, and we need to think another strategy. Thank you.